Hi everyone, this is Susan Lipschutz from Everyday Medicine Woman, and I wanted to just take a couple minutes to speak from my heart about our upcoming retreat that is a sacred journey to Costa Rica. We have an annual women's gathering that we offer, and we go to different beautiful exotic places that offer us a chance to participate in a very safe, well-nourishing, restorative atmosphere to let us do thematic work that is relevant to the collective feminine as we move in our journey. And so I wanted to speak about the fact that today, on January 25th, it's exactly 2 months before we'll be leaving on March 25th till April 1st to go to Nasara, Costa Rica at Blue Spirit Retreat Center. And I want to say just about that every time I mention that to everyone who's ever been there, they grab me literally by my hands and my arms to tell me how incredible this place is, how nourishing it is, how transformative it is, the healings that they had from the spa treatments, somebody will mention about the pool there, someone will mention about the beach and the horseback riding and all of the beauty and the nourishing meals and the synergy that is there from the greatest teachers that throughout the world have been to Blue Spirit, because it's founded by Omega Institute. So just that alone gets everybody going, and I think that we don't have a good sense of that if we haven't been there before. So I'm just thrilled to be able to take everyone there myself and to be able to experience the wonders as the incubator for our retreat. But I also wanted to talk about this because it just feels so synchronistic and so mystical, and really I'm kind of blown away by looking back 6 months ago when Carrie Rogers, who is my the events coordinator and my co-pilot and partner in crime for these events, and I offered a one-day gathering here in Chicago called the Awakening the Sun Goddess. And I really felt at that time it was like the Sun Goddess knocking at the door saying, open up. And we opened up these gates, and this intense energy around empowerment, around nourishing and activating and invoking and initiating this kind of life force energy from all kinds of forms, from cosmic levels, from the earth levels, from within ourselves, to say, women, it is time to recharge ourselves, to understand what we're really about individually and inside of ourselves, and to make good on the calling that is inside who we really are in our spirit and as a collective. So when this happened, we were so impacted by this that we knew that we had to make this the theme for our retreat. And then I got this message in a meditation about going to Blue Spirit and feeling the risk and the call to go somewhere that we'd never been to before, and to begin to roll out this invitation to everyone. And so then, as that went on, as you well know, we all got blindsided by the depth and the impact of what started to happen for all of us regarding the election, what was going on ultimately for so many women, this reactivation of trauma and this dialogue and discussion about what it means to be a woman, what it's meant, what we've been through, and how much it shook us to our bones, for ourselves, for our sisters, for our families, for people that we really cared about. It was a collective moment that really touched everyone. And it's impacted so many women and so many people that they've had a lot of difficulty in really looking to the future and making decisions around many, many things. And so here we are now after the what's become several days ago, the inauguration, and then the Women's March, which was the women was galvanizing this. But when I was at the march in Chicago, and all this, our sister marches, and then the big march in Washington, it was so inspiring around everyone who was feeling a love for what we were at risk in losing, and knowing that we had to bring our voice for what we cared about and we loved, that just went across the lines around everyone's issues. A love for the earth, a love for our families, a love for the disenfranchisement of people of color. color, for Native and original people. But the common denominator came in to, we are preserving and stepping forward for what we care about. So that has been launched and galvanized. When I talk about love, it talks about what we and how we nourish and nurture, and that has to do with the feminine, and adding in and being this sense of call to action. There is an ingredient that's been missing around collaboration, around compassion, and about sustaining things that we care about, not being willing to just destroy. So this is the time every single sacred tradition and lineage and prophecy has talked about women being the ones who lead the charge around this shift in this new paradigm, and here we are. This is not sustainable for us if we don't, and not getting stronger in a way of endurance, but stronger in a way of really believing in ourselves, believing that the voices that we have and what we feel called to do out in the world and in our communities, within our families, and at our workplace, that we're able to shore up and sustain and find a way to have hope and have belief in a future that we are fighting for, and more than fighting for, that we are showing up for. And so where does this get back to the retreat? This is so much more than a retreat. Honestly, this is, even though you're going to go someplace warm and lush and magnificent and restorative and have these awesome adventures and meet and reconnect and deepen relationships with women that will be your lifelong friends. But if that weren't enough, I really see this as an incubator, or what we talk about so much is going into the cocoon and coming out in the transformation. You know, the metamorphosis of shifting from one species to another. That's within us to take ourselves to the next level of exaltation of our individual nature. And I see this as we go, not like, again, going away from something, but going towards something. And if you have the courage to just say, I'm going to take my resources for myself in self-care, and I'm not going to be ashamed and feel guilty about this. I need it. I'm going to take that time for myself, and I'm going to deeply examine my intentions and what I care about and what I want for myself, what my goals and my dreams are, and also the values that I think are really important to be able to bring my voice to and take action towards. All of that and more, whatever you need. Some of you are just on fumes and you want a lot of self-care. We're going to have time for you to meditate and sleep on the beach and get your spa treatments and all of those things. Some of you want an adventure, you're going to have time to zip line and, you know, do that horseback riding by the beach. We're going to be doing rituals and ceremonies and beautiful. We have an incredible woman who's coming to do teaching for our body work and our yoga, and she's so sacred and an incredible channel and conduit of the sacred feminine. And Carrie will be exploring gentle body work practices for us, and I will be really sharing with you everything I know about my love and ability to connect in with the spirit of the elements and activating this sense of having tools and practices of becoming everyday alchemists in your own life and having direct relationship with these beautiful earth honoring and sacred wisdom feminine teachings. So this will be what you need if you have the courage to say, I am going to take these resources, I'm going to come to this circle, I'm going to step into this circle, and I'm going to see what comes of it together. And the remedy for what you need, you will create directly with spirit. You will find all those resources, and you will come home with a tonic that you will be able to continue to evolve. So please, if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about it, I just can't say how important I think this is, how timely it is, and how meant to be it is. So we have a few spaces left, and we really want to see you there. Thank you so much for listening to this, and all my love to you. And if you're not able to make it, you will be at our fire. We will be, you'll be in our prayers and our collective and all our ceremonies. But if you can make it in the 3D, then you'll be representing everyone by our side.